What's up guys, this is Jim City Digimon. Today I'm bringing you a deck profile of my BT12 Wargreymon deck. It is structured like my EX3 Gaiamon deck, because during the EX3 format my Gaiamon Black Wargreymon deck went pretty well. Everything felt really good, so I decided to kind of go back to that formula with this deck. And it performed pretty well up until I went against Machine Dramon, or Chaos Dramon, whatever you want to call it, machines. I did pretty good. I wish the deck had a little more utility as far as the Digivolve effects, but we might do a little bit of changing here and there to see how that feels, but we're going to go ahead and get started with eggs. We are just playing 4 of the Coromon from BT9. It gives your Agumon and your Greymon Digimon 1000 DP. Great for hitting some of the bigger numbers, so we don't play a 4th egg. If we do, it's probably going to be the draw 1 Coromon. For level 3s, we're playing 1 Agumon from BT5. It is on play reveal 3, grab 1 Greymon and Omnimon, so you can potentially grab 2 cards. Great for kind of searching out your pieces, just for some added consistency. For the other level 3s, we're playing 4 of the Agumon from Starter Deck 7. You can play the promo Agumon. I'm just playing this because it has a little interesting interaction where if you swing at the security once, you get the plus 2k, but when you suspend with a Wargreymon and you swing again at security, you get another plus 2k, so you're going for 4k at that point. So we're just making bigger numbers, and that's pretty much all it is for. We're playing 4 of the BT12 Agumon. Evolves over your Coromon for 0. And has an on-play effect of reveal 4 cards, grab 1 Greymon or Omnimon in name, and 1 Tamer with Taikamiya in its name. So it can potentially fetch you 2 cards. We are looking for your ties because that helps with some added consistency, as we'll see. And it's got an inheritable all turns. If this Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in its name, you gain 1 KDP, so it is a nice little all turns effect. So when you become a blocker, you have that extra 1k to possibly get rid of some of the bigger pesky Digimon. And for the last level of 3s, we are playing 4 of the Agumon X Antibody. At this point, we should all know what it does, but if you don't know, it evolves over your Agumon for 0 cost. And when Digivolving or on play effect, you reveal 3 cards, grab 1 Omnimon or Greymon in name, and 1 X Antibody, and add them to your hand, so it can potentially grab you 2 cards. And the X Antibody option card, we do play it, so we are probably going to be seeing it. And we're also going to need it for some of our interesting plays. Level 4s, we're playing 1 of the the Greymon X Antibody from BT11. It's not great that the cards are 1 of. We'd like to play 4, but unfortunately we're limited by the ban list. Evolves over your Greymon for a 0 cost and has an on turns effect. When you would Digivolve into a Digimon with Greymon in its name, reduce cost by 1 for each color. So it effectively makes your middle Greymon X Antibodies into a 2 cost, or your Greymon BT12s into a 1 cost. So it allows for some better efficiency. And it has an inheritable protection effect if this Digimon would be deleted by card effect or returned to hand or deck. You can detach an X Antibody card that's attached to it to the bottom of the deck and prevent it from leaving play as long as the Digimon is Greymon and Omnimon, which is going to be all of our Digimon. You will run into an issue if they place this underneath an Agumon from Hunters, but you can easily go into another Greymon. But with something like this, I would see them more going into putting underneath a Tamer. For the other level 4s, we're playing 2 of the Greymon from BT12. Evolves over a level 2 Digimon with Agumon in its name. And if you don't have a Tamer with Taikamiya in play, you may play 1 Tamer with Taikamiya in its name from your hand without paying the cost. So you can get your memory setter set up really easy. Or also play the new tie. And it has an inheritable of all turns. If this Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in its name, it gains 1 KDP. Again, this is great for blockers and also a little bit of DP boost. So, for the other level 4s, we're playing 3 of the Greymon X Antibody from BT9. Evolves over your Greymon for a 0 cost and has an all turns inheritable effect. You can detach 2 cards of the same level from this Digimon to prevent the Digimon from leaving play or leaving to your deck or hand, or being destroyed by card effects. So great for getting that protection. So when you check those pesky security bombs that are option effects or security effects, you kind of protect yourself from leaving field. For the other level 4s, we're playing 4, and yes, we are going full aggression on this. 4 of the starter deck 1 Greymon evolves over your augment for 2 cost. It is 4K DP, so watch out for cards that delete things that are 4K and lower, which is a lot of cards right now. But you get that security attack +1, so it's a really good effect. And we're just going to be punching through security like no other. This deck kind of becomes an OTK deck, but it does have a little bit of utility with field control and tamer control. For level 5s, we are playing 4 of the Metal Greymon X antibody. It evolves over your Metal Greymon for 0 cost, and it has a Wind Digimon effect. It will gain security attack +1 automatically. But if you have an Omnimon or a Metal Greymon or X antibody in its traits, or in the Digivolution cards, you gain the additional 3k DP during your until the end of your opponent's turn. So great for DP fixing. We're already getting a lot of DP. We easily get 3k, 5k, 6k DP on our Digimon. And if we go into the Wargreymon, that's an additional 3k, so that's 9k on top of the 12k it already is. So it goes up to 21k. So you should be beating over everything else. And if you have the tie, that's 21. If you use a Yuya, that's 23. So you can easily beat over opponent's Digimon really quick. If you're going in a mirror match, you should be able to swing over their bigger bodies with no problem. The last level 5s, we're playing 4 of the Metal Greymon from BT12. It has the raid effect, digivolves over your Digimon with the Metal Greymon name. So it doesn't, or sorry, with Greymon name. So you can go over to Greymon X antibody for a 3 cost, goes into your Greymon X antibody from BT11 for a 1 cost, which makes it super efficient. And it has an all turns effect of when an attack target is switched, you may play 1 black or red tamer with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying the cost. The raid effect is when you swing into security, you can switch the attack to it says when this Digimon attacks, you may switch the target of the attack to one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with the highest DP. So great for clearing out some of the bigger bodies. And I will mention an interesting little interaction with this card once I'm done doing the deck profile. So, and it's got the inheritable effect. It gives your Greymon and Omnimon Digimon a name, piercing. So great for Black Wargreymon, or sorry, the Wargreymon. Swing, raid, hit something, get 2 or 3 checks, unsuspend, swing again, get another 2 or 3 checks. And then if you have another Digimon on the field, you preferably want to be, you should be swinging for 3 checks regardless, between the Metal Greymon, the Greymon, and the Wargreymon. You should always be swinging for 3 checks, so you can easily go for game in 1 turn if your opponent's not careful enough. So that's it for level 5s. We are playing a spicy little Black Wargreymon just for tamer, hate, and also kind of picking off smaller bodies. The card didn't really do much for me, well, if anything, during the tournament I was playing at. I just kind of teched it in to see how it went. Don't really care much for it. I would rather be playing something that de-digivolves, so probably a Gaiomon, but we were just trying this out. It is a 4 cost, it's got a Wind Digivolving. If it has a red source, choose Digimon. If it has a black source, choose Tamers, up to a cost total of 6 or less. And it has an all turns effect when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So great for turning it into a blocker. You can easily have 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 if you have the tie DP blocker. So you should be able to block everything besides red decks that are going for big numbers. So you should be able to have a nice little blocker on top of your Wargreymon. Speaking of Wargreymon, we are playing 1 of the Wargreymon X antibody. You can swap out the black Wargreymon for another Wargreymon X antibody. I just tried it out as a 1-1 ratio. Anytime I needed to see this card, I would grab it. Or if I felt like I was going to need it, I'd grab it. It goes over your Wargreymon for a 1 cost. It's a 4 cost natural. In all turns, when a security card is removed from your opponent's security stack, gain 1 memory. So that even includes if they go for like a TK, they take a card, you gain 1 memory automatically for that. And it's got an end attack if Wargreymon or X antibodies in this card's Digivolution cards. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. So you should be able to pretty much hit anything you want. Had a nice little interaction with against Shiny Greymon. They had the Geo Greymon out. Swung got checked. Geo Greymon got checked in security. At the end of checking on security, then the attack effect goes off, deletes the Geo Greymon, so they still have nothing on board. That was a really super fast match for game 2, and I did not realize how quick this deck could pop off if given 4 memory. For level 6s, we are playing for the Wargreymon, the man himself, the legend. During the tournament, I went ahead and I know this sounds a little bit cringy as hell, but I went for the full Pro Tag energy. So I had the headband, the goggles, the Digivice. We were going all out, and I believe that is what gave me the run that I had in the tournament. So he evolves into for a 3 cost over Metal Greymon in name. So your Metal Greymon X antibodies are counted as Metal Greymon in name. Has a rate effect, which is super nice. And when Digivolving, it gains until the end of your opponent's turn, it gains 3 KDP and reboot. So you can go ahead and swing for 2 checks, so you can get the reboot and blocker if you have the Greymon or the time in the field. So super nice, and it's got all turns when an attack target is switched onto something this Digimon, so it becomes a blocker like Black Wargreymon. So we just I guess the idea was to try to get as many blockers, so to say, on the field, and make things as aggressive but defensive as possible. Level 7s, we are playing 1 Omnimon Blitz. We know what this should do. Blitz, when Digivolving on suspend, and all turns if this card would be deleted or returned to hand or deck. You may prevent it from leaving play by trashing a level 6. So you should have either the Wargreymon or the Wargreymon X antibody underneath it as well. So you possibly get 2 extra, then you got the Greymon. If you have full stack, you should be able to live anything that tries to get rid of it. Besides the Digivolving or Hunters. But if they're able to get to Omnimon with a Restormon, then it's GG's. Just wrap it up. You're good to go. For level 7, we're playing 1 Omnimon X antibody. This is just from the EX3 Gaiamon build. Evolves for 3 costs on an Omnimon. If you have an X antibody option card in sources, it reduces cost by 2, so it makes it a 1 cost. And when Digivolving, return all your opponent's Digimon with highest level to the bottom of the deck in any order. So this is really great for if someone's making a whiteboard of the same level Digimon. You can just Omni X antibody, get rid of them, kind of clear their field. And when Digivolving and when attacking, by placing an X antibody or a level 6 Digivolution card in its source to the bottom of your deck, you may reveal your opponent's security cards and trash one of them and shuffles the security stack. So this is great for if you don't have all if you don't have 3 checks in hand, you can easily go swing, blitz into Omni, go into Omni X. It's another potential win condition. I would always see these when I need them, or I just go full OTK with Wargreymon. But that's it for the Digimon. For the Tamers, we're playing 2 of the boys, the coolest boys of the boys. Reveal 3 cards for a 2 cost. Grab 1 Digimon with X antibody and its traits, and 1 card with X antibody and its traits. Great for possibly grabbing 2 cards, and at this point we should all know what it does. When you Digivolve into a Digimon with the same level and with X antibody and its traits, you may suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory and draw 1 card. So this is just to help with potential extra draws and some memory gain. Speaking of memory gain, we're playing 2 Tai Kamiya. It is 3 cost black, the new black Tamer. Starting your main phase and on play, 1 of your Digimon with Agumon or Greymon in its name gains 1 KDP and blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. And your turn, when 1 of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Greymon or Omnimon in its name, by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. So it makes everything 1 memory cheaper. So you can go into your Metal Greymon for a 2 cost instead of a 3, or 0 cost instead of a 1 with the Greymon X antibody. Just allows you to facilitate things a little bit cheaper, make things easier. It is kind of a Nokia, but it's kind of a better but worse kind of Nokia in some regards. Nokia allows you to play an Agumon. This doesn't allow you to play an Agumon, but you get the 1 KDP and blocker. So you got to take what you can get. One other Tamer, we're playing one Yuya. It is a memory setter and also gives your Digimon immunity from option cards and 2 KDP until the end of your opponent's turn. So really great for kind of preventing your Digimon from card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. So just it's your other memory setter, and again, it's just protection. So it's more of a defensive card instead of an aggressive card. And the aggressive card we're playing is one Tai Kamiya. You can go 2 Tai Kamiyas if you want. I just played one because I felt like one was perfectly fine. Gives you all your red Digimon with 4 more sources, security attack +1. So you're going to be hitting for 1 extra. So you can go for 1, 2, 3, 4 checks in one go. If that is the way you want to go, swing with Wargreymon, get all of them out, go Omnimon, go for game. Or, 3, if you go Metal Greymon, Wargrey, Gray starter deck, or for that, one of your other Greymons, your Metal Gray, your Wargrey, and then Tai Kamiya, that's still 3 security checks. So you should be hitting 3 securities at any given time, really. So that should be pretty much OTK. Option cards. These are the fun ones. We play 2 Hades Force. I would love to play more, but 2 seems to be the perfect number right now. You can delete any number of Digimon and Tamers with a combined level of that Digimon's play cost. So we're hitting for 12, unfortunately. And delete them all. Then one of your Digimon, Greymon, and Snake can attack a player. You can also reduce cost by 2 if you have a Digimon with X antibody underneath its sources. So instead of paying the 7 cost, we can play a 5. We can also, we can delete, we can kind of control their field a little bit, and then possibly go for some more security checks. Which also, because this card says attack a player, we can also use Wargreymon's raid effect to swing into the player, raid, and hit something that's unsuspended with the high CP. So it makes it a little bit better for field control. Other 2 options, we're playing 2 X antibody option cards. If you have Digimon to play, you can use this card without color requirements. Security, gain 1 and add it to hand. Main effect, place it underneath one of your Digimon without X antibody against Digivolution cards to the bottom of the Digivolution card. Inheritable effect, can't be trashed. And when attacking, when this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon with X antibody in its traits from hand for its Digivolution cost. So great for going into, say you have your Metal Gray and you just want to go into your Wargreymon X antibody. Or you Omni swing, go into Omni X and control some field and also get rid of some security. So you can do a lot of interesting things with it. For the last card, we're playing 1 red memory boost. This is just for some extra consistency. It is search 4, grab 1 red card, memory, main delay effect of gain 2 memory, security effect, it adds the player to the owner's battle area. If you feel like you want to have more Digimon, you can go in for another Agumon, but I like this better because it allows us to kind of facilitate when we want to gain some extra memory outside of memory blockers. But that is the deck profile. So as I mentioned, and let me grab the cards. I'll grab this one, say this. I think those are the cards we need. So we're gonna show some interesting plays here. And this is what I meant by the combo. So it doesn't matter what we got. Just grab this, it should be fine. So say we have Quarrelmon, we move it off, we got the Greymon, we evolve into, our Metal Gray from BT11. Say, they have a Digimon that's on board. It's a little bit bigger, but we don't have the DP available. So we're like 2K short. So we're like, oh, crap, how am I gonna get that additional 2K? Well, here's the fun thing. You can swing at security. Oh, I need my X antibody for this. I forgot about it. We put the X antibody underneath. We swing, we raid. Effective, or swing at security, effective raid, we can play, or the Greymon, we can play a Tamer. So let's just say, oh, where'd it go? We play the red tie. Cool, we get additional security attack. Then we use effective X antibody going to Metal Gray X antibody. We can then suspend this to gain 1 memory and suspend this to give an additional 2k and protection from option cards. So now we are swinging for 8, 11, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're swinging for 15k on a level 5 with protection from option cards and swinging for 1, 2, 3, 4 checks. Man, that is beautiful. That is such an amazing card. And if we still have enough memory, we can easily say go into our Wargray, get the reboots, and now we have a blocker at 11, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 20k during our opponent's turn. 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, yeah. 21 during our opponent's turn, and how can they really get over it? So that's just an interesting little combo play I thought of. I don't know if everyone knows about that, but I figured I'd let you guys know. That is the only little weird wombo combo I could think of with this deck. So if you do run into that, definitely remember that effect, because I think it would definitely surprise your opponent. Or even if you have you play the Yuya from hand, you can still tap the Yuya with the before going in, or after you evolve into Metal Greymon to give the additional 2k. So doesn't matter how you do it. As long as you get the Yuya out and you evolve into the Metal Greymon X antibody, you should be able to get the effect off and protection. So, but yep, that is the deck. I went 3-1 at the tournament. The only match I lost to was Machine Dramon. I am gonna have a video out later on in the week. Definitely look forward to it. It was a fated match between me and another player. I was super looking forward to it. I put a lot of effort into that video, and so I hope you guys are looking forward to it and definitely enjoy it. Until then, I'll see you guys later.